Hello, beautiful Capricorn. Welcome to your reading. If you're new here, I am Divine Light, and I'm so happy you have joined me here today. In this reading, we'll dive into the energies of your next 4 weeks with a material overview, manifestations, material things, desires, job opportunities, whatever comes our way. We're going to start out with your coffee cup, then we're going to dive into your tarot, and I'm going to do a horseshoe spread so it can bring you some good luck. And I also have here your instant magic oracle. I pulled, without looking what it is, a card and put it inside of the book. So we're going to check to see what you need to know about that. Let's open up the cup right away. And before, I would like to remind you, if you go on to enjoy this message, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe. That way we can continue to grow and shine together. All right, I see a crab right here. Crab, which has like a little candle in its hand. I don't know if you guys can, it just went away. But the thing is, the crab, you can see. And then the candle indicates wish fulfillment. Crab can be Cancer, someone who has like an astrological sign. And also crab does symbolize emotions. So this can be something that you're emotional about, that you want to manifest. Or another thing that we can tap into is like the crab, the emotions are actually holding the candle. The wish fulfillment can be maybe this is something that you want to manifest, and you need to tap into the emotion of having it, okay, feeling of having it, rather than thinking like as an affirmation, repeating the affirmation robotically, okay, about it, okay. And on the bottom, I see there are two people here, like shadows coming forward, and they are there's a third person in front of them crossing over a bridge here, okay. Under the bridge there's someone, they're not really happy. I feel like here, like we started with the emotions, maybe there is an emotional bridge that you're walking over to your desires and you're leaving someone behind, and this person is not going to be happy about it. This can be because I saw the three of Pentacles, someone that you work together, some people that you bring together that you're going to align perfectly. One person is going to be left out here under the bridge. But the thing is, with this person's energy, they're not really compatible. That's why I don't mean they're bad because they have a good aura, but it seems like they're not really fulfilling the position, okay. This can even be the simplest thing. Maybe you want to create a small club that you come together with your friends and you're knitting. I do knit, that's why the example I give, you're knitting socks and creating like a small handmade socks business. But this person doesn't know how to knit, they don't know how to calculate, they don't know how to organize, and so, or send emails to the buyers and stuff. So that's why maybe you're not including them in the business. So they might feel a little sour about that. And the thing is, they're not going to affect the situation, but you might have emotional and still attachment to that, okay? So, I mean, they're in a box though. This person might be someone actually working somewhere else too. Maybe someone wants to come into your space and work with you. Let's see the oracle here. I wonder what we have. We have detached to, okay, Two of Wands and detachment. Let me tell you something about Two of Wands here. He has the world in his hand. And now he's in the stage of planning. And the Three of Wands, we see that he's actually fully turning towards the ocean and viewing the ship parting, meaning he's actually planning which one to get onto, like not right now, and then he's actually following it after. So it seems like here you are in the moment of planning what you want at this time, okay? And then detach from how it's going to manifest rather than pushing like a specific rules to this, okay? The answer to your questions is in a book. Pick up the first book you see, not this one. Close your eyes and think of your question. Allow the book to fall open on a random page, and with your eyes closed, guide and point your index finger in a circle around the open pages and continue to ask your question aloud. When it feels like right, okay, open your eyes and see where your finger is pointing. Here lies your answer. You know what? I'm tempted to actually do that with this Think and Grow Rich book here. Okay, let's see what you need to know. What does Capricorn need to know right now? Habit of persistence. If you select your mastermind group with care, you will have in it at least one person who will aid you in the development of persistence. Some men who have accumulated great fortunes did so because of necessity, to develop the habit of persistence because they were so closely driven by circumstances that they had to become persistent. Persistent. There's no substitute for persistence. It cannot be supplanted by any other quality. Habit of persistence, guys. The Capricorns that I know actually have a very disciplined and persistent nature. I feel like you're not really going to have a hard time with it. But this can be a subject. Maybe you have a soft spot. And that's why it's actually calling you out and telling you develop the habit of persistence here. And even if the circumstances do not show your results, or maybe you want to include the people that are not really going to be able to assist you in the nature. The mastermind group is actually a thing in that book. You might need to leave them behind and persist in your selection and decision. There is a pathway here opening, a wide highway within this towards the second week here. The first week I see a rain coming in, but the rain kind of looks like this person kind of reminds me of the Justice card from this deck, or her. This is Leo, Strength card. So this is going to be the rain and storm might have been actually passing right now that you're under. And your strength, your resilience, your power, your sense of fairness is actually going to keep you planted where you are, stable. And maybe in this rain, some people can wash away. This can be a turmoil that you're having, financial turmoil, or in a stressful timeline at work. Seems like they're going to be washed away, and you're going to actually stay with, right in front of you, a massive highway carries you on a higher level. So habit of persistence, that is going to get you to where you need to go. I see some phone lines forming here, so you might need to connect with necessary people here, or if you have a support group that can actually help you standing as well, go ahead and connect with that. This highway is leading towards a chunk of money right there. Some of you might be getting a bonus this month. It's a very good actually bonus that you're going to be collecting. Another thing here coming afterwards is there is a person right there which has a ring behind him, and he has a strange kind of like a device or something, like looks like a scissors, like but kind also reminds me of electric saw. So like cutting the trees. This kind of looks like tree bark as well. And I see like his nose kind of reminds me of the devil, the Capricorn energy too. So this is, I feel like this is not really material. This is actually spiritual things affecting your material world. There might be temptations coming in. When you hit the road, when you're actually rising, achieving more, receiving more, there might be some people coming to cut your tree or demolish the pathway that you have open for you with an offer, because he has a cherry behind him. Like he might be offering you something small, cherry on top of something, but you want the full ice cream. You don't want just the cherry on top. You want the full everything, because the cherry is like something extra, and this person might be coming with only the extra, not the full thing. But if you allow them, they're going to chop up your tree. So be aware of that. That's very important. Another thing here, when you skip their offer, I see there's a candle burning here. So I see letter C can mean someone's first name or the last name, coming with a real wish fulfillment, real your heart's desire, okay? Following that, within the third week, I see there's a duck right here. Duck symbolizes some maternal motherhood energy. This can be a person that is protective of you, or that's a person who's protecting their territory. However, I feel like they're going to be allowing you into their space. And I see here there's actually the genie forming, coming out of the magic lamp and forming a person's face right here with a hat. The hat reminds me of the graduation hat, but the ones that are the professors are wearing actually. So this can be someone knowledgeable about the subject, and they are connected with someone feminine and masculine merging here, and someone creative, protective of the territory, coming together with someone who has the knowledge, and they are forming basically the wish fulfillment, the heart's desire. You can be either one. You can be the one maternal who is actually creative, laying the groundwork and protecting the groundwork, and the other one is bringing the knowledge, the expertise into the situation, okay? So you partnering up with others can be extremely useful for you this time to manifest your money, wealth, abundance, resources. And I even see like there's an elder smiling here. There might be even a third person showing up. This month is going to be all about actually forming partnerships with like a healthy partnerships, and also maybe can be even collecting ideas, information, inspirations from the people who already have the knowledge. Maybe you don't have to just bring this person into your space. You can just go ahead and research and maybe read something that they have written about money, investment, and or job application, and that will be extreme use for you. Okay, it's extremely useful. And I see here that you are actually going to, within the 4th week, they're rising up to high at like a really high position here. The horse, I see the horse here. Horses indicates wish fulfillment, and there's stars under you. So it's not going to be one thing actually going to rising you to the top. So there are multiple stars. So if this is something that you are desiring to receive, like which has stages, I'm going to go with an example of buying a car. For example, first you need to know what you want. That's the first star you have. And then you're going to find out where you're going to purchase it. And then we're going to go in there to explore maybe financing options. When you step in there, you're going to come to realize, oh, there's a sale for you in a specific timeline. Like those are all stars aligning. And then the financing comes in magical ways. And then you're rising to the top right here, okay? And that is actually the end of like the 4th timeline, but afterwards it's not stopping. There's some new activities happening here, which is in the beginning too. You might actually go back to your own routine to manifest abundance. Maybe work through receiving new resources, or like getting support. This can be like governmental help, or if you have, maybe you're retired, your new salary coming in, it can be something like that. But I feel like there's an elevated it's going to be an elevated way, increased way. Okay, let's dive into your soul search now. If you have a specific question, desire, and intention, hold it in your mind. I see here the crab didn't really break fully, kind of turned into a goose, as you can see. That's also extremely protective energy. So I feel like here, if you have any worries, if I get something, it can be like taken away by others. You also have extremely, like there are 2 desires coming in. The first one's coming faster, the second one has some time. This goose and the duck, all these energies are indicative of like there are like even maybe spirits or physical people around you. Right there, when you ask, you shall receive the protection from them. They're going to be there. Okay, they're going to be really protecting your territory. And this can even be maybe someone, if you have, maybe you're going through a negotiation, you have a lawyer, the second one's merging with the first desire, and they're going to actually do their massively best to get the highest benefit for you. So, but you need to communicate. I feel like these tears of joy, this conversation, communication dots here, the messages that you're sending is actually asking for what would be your preference in a situation. Okay, another thing I see here is there's actually a magic wand touching to a cloud. I see a letter S right here. Clouds are the carrier of the abundance. The rain clouds, they're the water is abundance to the earth, which is your earth sign. And the magic wand kind of indicates the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, fire energy here, passion energy. So there's something that you're passionate about is going to actually start watering the seeds that you have. This kind of looks like a key too. There's a key as well. Key can be symbolizing, I don't see any roof right here. I see number 5, which indicates travel. And this kind of like, we'll put it away. It kind of looks like a little car right there. For some of you, this can be about a car, a vehicle, transportation, going to some place that you want to go. It seems like the keys are showing up here for you, okay? Let's dive into your tarot now. I'm going to do a horseshoe spread. We're going to start with the past, present, and the future energies. And then we're going to see what else is there for you with when it comes to material stuff, okay? Let's see how your past energies are going. The well, wishing well. So it seems like some wishes that you actually, there's a pendulum here. You can use pendulum for getting answers from the past or future. So it seems like that some seeds that you have planted, some coins that you dropped in wishing wells, are going to start affecting the future now. The Empress is your present. So creative energy, now you are the duck energy in this timeline. So that's going to require your creative approach to the situation and keep watering the seeds that you planted. Okay. So this can be doing the necessary research if you can, if you're actually going after a material satisfaction or a certain thing, and approaching things in a creative way. This doesn't have to be, creativity doesn't have to be always going through art. It actually indicates having a creative outlook to whatever is in your hand. And you can start asking by uplifting and lofty questions to receive positive answers. Another thing with the Empress is, because she's the feminine energy, this can also indicate self-care. Okay, giving yourself the time and slowing down, taking a deep breath, and meditating, contemplating, praying. Like you can go sit, take your prayer beads and go sit in a prayer and repeat like a very powerful word that actually resonates with you. Solution, a word of solution for you, and that's going to be also really effective in the present, and it's going to change the future. That's what the future holds. Is the artist here. So you drop the wishing well, the coin that is going to bring your desire. Now it's trying to start sketching the future. Okay, this can be a mental sketch. First of all, like the Emperor is also creative energy, which is whatever that you dream about, whatever that you imagine. It seems like you're actually creating it in the future. Another thing here, I mentioned that creative ideas doesn't mean that it needs to be artistic, but it seems like here in the future, if some of you are doing creative activities, it is going to manifest in a very successful way. So persistency is the key that came forth as your word. So keep being persistent even though you don't see any signs, because it seems like the universe already sending you some messages. You showed up as the Ace of Swords here. So your communication skills during this timeline is going to be extremely important. Speak your mind, be authentic, and stick to your truth. And you might, during this time, receive an amazing inspiration that will really solidify into the future in a very good way. You see the sword is wearing a crown. So that's representative of you speaking with authority, and in return, that authority bringing your desires back to you. I want to pull some clarifiers for these, but we're going to get to that. Other information that you need to know. Okay, so when you get too confident, the fear might creep in. The fear of not being successful, failing, or getting criticized, because these ghosts are hunting her in a way that mocking her. You see that one is smiling and like mocking her. So you might get into that energy of like, they're not going to approve what I do, whoever they are, or I'm going to fail at this. This is not going to work out. That can come forward. Okay. And the thing is that the way to handle it is, the challenge is going to be being patient with that situation with you and keeping it calm, cool, and collected. Temperance energy, we see there's a sunshine on the background. She's calm, cool, collected. She's balancing the water. So water is emotions. With the Cancer, we saw the crab in your plate. So it is going to be the challenge here. But the yellow flowers, I feel like, because they are representative of solar plexus and the joy center that we have, that's actually an extremely powerful center that we have after the heart center, is going to help you move forward out of this challenge, being patient, waiting for the things to come. I felt that waiting energy here, but waiting is not really without any clue waiting. It's about knowing that it's already coming, okay? And the thing is, though, the thoughts are going to creep in. The people maybe even going to come in and tell you, oh, it's so impossible. How are you going to make that happen? Do not doubt, but wait. Like the Temperance angel here, that's going to be the challenge in patience. The outcome will be the devil. This is always positive. The devil is your energy, so you are going to be victorious in what you're doing. And you might even create something that you can obsess about in a good way, that you can dedicate yourself, dedicate your energy. Let's see more. Yeah, you can actually maybe even, this is going to bring new offers into your life when you dedicate your energy to this new thing coming in. And Ace of Cups indicates heart's wish fulfillment, emotional satisfaction. So it's going to be so good. I feel like for some of you, this is going to bring you many options that you will feel really satisfaction out of this situation. And Six of Pentacles is the energy of what you put out is what you get back. So it is even going to put you in a position of, from maybe you are needing help right now to giving help to the people, like really going to elevate your position, elevate your situation. Okay, I said I'm going to pull some clarifiers for this artist because the wishing well, where you are and where you're going to go. It seems like you have specific desires, guys. That's why, ten of cups here. The wishing well can be, maybe you want to create something that will bring happiness to your family. That's always your purpose, always your desire, or it can be about creating a legacy. That's what you want, okay? And yeah, the Empress energy, also the internal energy. So even though you're masculine or male, it doesn't matter. You can want to have something for your future, for that is going to bring financial stability for a long term in your life, which is going to bring peace. Seems like with the artist here, you're going to be in the position of King of Pentacles. This is fully you embodying yourself. Another thing here is, this is about creating abundance that multiplies. You see, he has all these grapes all over his cloak, which indicates long-term financial stability and security. So artistic endeavors, your creative mind is going to start expanding, and you might be even, maybe you're in an amateur level that you're wishing the things to become professional. It is going to be professional in that sense. And this can be, I'm going to go with, not only like you might be an accountant, you might be working in finance, but there are actually creative solutions in those fields as well. So when you use those creative solutions, this is actually going to help you create the financial legacy and structure for yourself as well. That's what the artist means here. It doesn't mean that you have to start painting even though you're not even in that field, okay? So it is about creating artistic stuff wherever you are, looking things artistically. I am going to pull your spirit animal. You can come across this animal during this next 4 weeks, and it has a message for you. Let's see what it is. Skunk spirit, know your worth. Know your worth, guys. Number 9 here, we had the 999 portal yesterday, and it is going to have its effects following. So know your worth symbol. I feel like it's a very specific message telling you that you deserve everything that you desire. And even if you're not getting it at this moment, but I feel like this is all over very good energy. You're in a very optimum situation right now, or energy right now, to receive that. All you need to do is focus on that. You deserve it. You're worthy of everything that you desire. Okay, let's activate the pull in activation energy. What are you activating now in your romantic love? Ace of Cups makes sense here. Romantic love doesn't have to be with a person, even though this came forth. It can be romanticizing your life, like living the life of your dreams, creating the things wilder than your, better than your wildest dreams. Okay, that's what the romantic love, I understand. It doesn't have to be always coming up with a partner and maybe growing things with them. It can also indicate that as well, because love is a great multiplier. And in this book, even Think and Grow Rich, it says that there is actually some men in the past used to use the power of passion and love that they feel towards women to manifest the things that they desire. The frequency of romantic love supports our journey to feel whole and complete through the experience with and reflection of a conscious lover. So there might be also someone, Ace of Cups, even though this is material reading, coming into your life to reflect that you deserve better, you deserve more than you even can imagine. And they will also maybe even support your journey to success, to material success too, okay? All right, beautifuls, that's all for today. And I would like to thank you for joining me here. I wish you a magical day. Bye. Hey, beautiful, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel.